Welcome to How to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Deck Profile, Artmage, Genesys.
Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Chapter 4. Chapter 5.
Okay, so here's a test hand. Draw. Elf Note, Power Patron. Draw. The Artmage, Arcane Arts Acropolis. Draw. Upstart Goblin. Draw. Arcane the Acropolis, and then the final card, Ready Fusion, as you can see there. So let's take it out and do it again. So now, first we activate the field spell. Right there. So as you can see there, there's the field spell. Then what we do is we activate Acropolis's effect, discard a spell. So we'll discard Acropolis to add ourselves Artmage Litera. As the effect of Acropolis is that you can discard a spell or trap to add an Artmage monster. You can do this from your deck. You can do this for the amount of Artmage monsters that there are in the deck, but it can't be the same name. So let's just go and add, we'll add Litera. And all Artmage monsters effects except Power Patron, state that if you control an Artmage card, i.e., the field spell that you can see there, you can special summon it. So I'll special summon Letera. Letera's effect, when it is special summoned, I can add an Artmage card from my grave back to my hand. Then what I'll do is I'll activate Acropolis again, discarding the Acropolis in my hand, to special summon, to add, Artmage Graflair. So I'll just get that now. I'll add Graflair, right? I'll special summon Graflair. Then I would activate the effect of Acropolis one last time, discarding the Upstart Goblin, to add Artmage Finmel. Oh yeah, and obviously there's Glafreur's effect that would set an Artmage spell or trap. Forgot to activate that, so you set it. So I'd set the Assault. Anyway, so we'll add Finmel. So Finmel will be added. Special summon Finmel there. And if we see the whole entire board, you can see it there. Nice. So let's continue. Oh yeah, because I control, an Artmage monster, you get to draw a card. So I'll draw into that. Now I'll activate the Assault. This there, which allow me to add a Medius the Pure. So I'll add this. Then I'd activate Ready Fusion. Right? Paying 1,000 in order to special summon Alvain. I would then, since this is a tuner, I'd synchro summon with Graflair, getting me Power Tool Dragon. I'd activate Power Tool's effect. I would choose these 3 equips. So, which would be Power of the Guardian, and my 3rd equip would be Power of the Guardian, and that's the card I would add, Power of the Guardian. Then, what I'd therefore do is, at this point in time, right, is I would normal summon the Medius. Medius gets me the Artmage. Summon the Artmage Power Patron, because Medius the Pure allows me to summon any Power Patron monster from the deck. Use Artmage effect, Fuse, getting me Artmage Deoctorus, Power Patron's effect, allowing me to set any spell or add any Artmage spell or trap, so to add Turmoil. And then that would be it. I would set this card. So then on my opponent's turn, I would activate, the Succession, fusing, activating Letera's effect, special summoning this. So I'd fuse these 2 together, which would therefore get me Sylvia, giving me a nominal negate. And that's it. Let's go to test hand number 2. So draw Artmage, Masterwork Succession, draw Letera, draw Upstart Goblin, draw Finmel, and draw Succession. No, Acropolis. Let's go over here and start it again. So first I'm going to activate the effect of Acropolis. Then I'm going to activate Upstart Goblin. My opponent gain 1,000 life points. I get to draw a card. So I'll draw the Turmoil. Next, going to activate the effect of Succession. Discard, Acropolis, discard that card in order to add an Artmage monster. So we're gonna add Artmage Graflair, right? Which is nice. Next, we're going to special summon the Terror, bringing this back. Now we're going to special summon Femel. Get to draw a card. We'll draw into Power Patron. Then we're going to special summon Graflair. Graflair will allow me to set an Artmage spell or trap. So we're going to set Assault. Looks very familiar. We'll activate Assault. Assault will allow me to add, we know and love him, Medius the Pure, right? So at this point, what we're therefore going to do is we're going to normal summon Medius the Pure. This will therefore allow me to special summon the Power Patron, right? But then what we will therefore do is we would activate the effect of Power Patron, locking me, fusing those two into, we know and love him, once again, Deoctorus, right? Power Patron's effect would allow me to get an Artmage spell or trap. So we would get this. I would use Non-Finito's effect. Non-Finito here. Vanish this, discarding a spell. So level 7 or higher. That to fuse, tributing, to get me Non-Finito. Non-Finito, right, would set Artmage spell or trap, so I'd set Succession, which is nice. And overall, what I would therefore do is I would activate the Acropolis, discarding that, adding me Artmage Power Patron left to the hand. I would activate Succession's effect in the graveyard, banishing it, returning this in the 3 Artmage cards, that, and that, those 3, back into the deck. I would use a Turmoil, discarding it, the grave, adding me the Femel that I just shuffled back in with Succession's graveyard effect to once again get Femel. Special summon a Femel. I think the drawing effect is once per turn, so we don't get to get that drawing again. And then we would end our turn. So on the opponent's turn, we would activate obviously succession, fusing these two. We would get ourselves a familiar friend, which would be the Sylvia for the Omni. We would use this card's effect in my opponent's end phase, in the opponent's turn, using non-Nefita's effect to fuse Illusion, Warrior, and Dragon, and then we would make the Nerva. So we would have
Okay.
we would
So
have
for this Genesis deck, I'm going to rate
that
it
after we've made a board. And
the Artmage
like
lore
that,
deck
which
that
is
I
great.
have, which consists
And that's
of
it,
Reed is
really.
the pure with
Okay.
Elf Note,
I think you
Doomsday,
get the
and
general idea.
Artmage. It's something I'm still working on, and definitely
Chapter
a
6.
deck that needs to be improved over time. I rate it as B, as it's good when it when it kicks
Use
off,
for
but there's
bravery.
still a lot of work in progress to be done. But it's just still good, just for the sense, because it's just Artmage and we're in a lowered power format here with Genesis. Right. And that's all I've got to say. Okay, let's stop racking up the points. Since it's a Genesis deck, we need 100 points exactly. That includes the side deck as well to make a deck. So let's see. The first card that is pointed, Artmage Non Finito, has 15 points.
Chapter 7.
We have Azamina Ilia Sylvia, 20 points. We have Nerva, the Power Patron of Creation, 5 points. Snatch Steal, 5 points. It's 5 points per Snatch Steal, and since I play 2 in the side deck, that'll add up to 10. So 10 points. And then if we add Elf Note Power Patron, one Elf Note Power Patron is 15 points, and since I play a playset, it goes up to 45. So in total, it's 45 points. And if we add all this together, we're right around, which is 45 plus 5 is 50, and then 10, 20, and 13, and 15 puts us as around 95 points. So yeah, we're around enough. We can play this deck. Okay, that's the point system. Next, I'll go and showcase the deck and lay it out with the main deck, side deck, and extra deck. Here I go. So overall, with my final conclusion, yeah, this is how I will rate the deck, and this is where I feel Artmage is. I feel Artmage is, a really nice, fun deck, to play, especially, lore-wise in Genesis.
Final
It's really fun,
chapter.
really nice to see, the effects kick off and all manners of things just go off. Especially, it's just nice to play. It's fun to play, and I really enjoy playing it in Genesis. Whereas I feel in the main game, I think Artmage really should really honestly just relegated to Genesis. The main game Artmage, I think it's too weak. Artmage K9 is not the best K9 version, and even whatever version is made of Artmage now, I think it's too weak. It's not good enough in my opinion. While yeah, non finito and whatever do a lot of things, and we can say like the current support with Pendulum does some stuff, but it's not enough. It doesn't do enough. It doesn't be enough. You've got to add a lot of it's a lot. You've got to add a lot of good engines for a very weak end board, and I just don't think right. It's good enough in the main format. I think more so in Genesis, it can shine here. With a lower powered ceiling, and you can do more here with it. Whereas in the main game, they're just stronger archetypes there, and that's a field for different, that's a strategy for different scenarios. Different strategies are stronger there. And that's all I've got to say. Tune in next time as I talk about more things on this channel. Hope to see you soon.
We come to the end of this video. So, as I like to say, you are one step closer to becoming a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master. My fate, right, is in your hands.